Uh-oh, it done brokey. MOT's been done and it needs new rear arm bushes. Because Brad is just prepared for almost the apocalypse, we already have rear control arm bushes. So we do. Realistically, you wouldn't do the bushes, you would just change the control arms out, but I have the bushes and these are basically free now because they've been in my house for that long. So I am going to be fitting them into this car. Just like the anti-roll bar drop links video, we're going to have to jack up both sides of the car. Car's up, both sides off the ground and safely in the air. Right, in this order I'm going to be taking off the anti-roll bar, which I've already done. Then I'm going to loosen off the lower ball joint on the hub. I'm going to loosen off the bolt at the back here and this one here for the actual suspension bushes. Yeah, I'm going to loosen all them off so that the bolts are all free. Then I'm going to work on getting this off. So I'll take the bolt fully off, I'll get me pressing ball joint presser in there. And then I'm going to take out them two back ones and then it should theoretically drop right out. So, bolts are loose. I took the nut fully off of the ball joint because it's quite a tight fit. So I'm going to be using this ball joint out of my many ball joints to choose from. Ball joint presses, should I say. So this guy looks like it's going to get in there nicely onto it and yeah, just do the job without ripping the boot. So, yep. It's gonna get in there nicely. Nice, lovely. Let's get a tap of encouragement. There we go. Lovely. She's got some droop on her, lad. Oh no! Oh. Need a bit more. It's a bit more. And give her a tug. This time, we're still stuck in there. Right, I'm stuck in here. Ah, no, we're not. Cool. Bloop. Now you would take note of which direction that bush was falling, but I don't know, because it could have been spinning around in there for all I know. So I'm going to look at a picture of a new control arm online. Alright, so this bush is still, it's bad, but it's still in place, so I can take reference to that one. So I'm going to do this one first. If you're changing out the bushes like me, then here's what you got to do. You've got to first take out that bush, just like that, just lift it out, because it's probably fucked mine. And then you're going to have to cut this inner race out. So I'm going to be lazy. I'm just going to get a grinder and just go zoop, straight down. And then I'm going to get the hacksaw in and finish it off on the inside and then crush that in, basically, and it's gone. Got the line cut down there. And I'm just going to whack that with a hammer. And hopefully it should just fall on out. Alright, I got the race out, the outer race, so now I just need to press that in. So I'm going to be using these lovely things. Wish me luck. Next day, got them in, the new ones in. Bit of a ball ache, but got there eventually. Ended up using a 46mm socket. Yeah, it's in inches, but yep, it was the perfect fit for that and all this. But yeah, so what I did with the old ones is I measured the distance of in between there to make sure that I got the height right on the new ones. So that was 8mm. It doesn't look like it, but well, my calipers are a bit dodgy, so I'd recommend you measure your own and then do it. But yeah, it was about 8mm on my calipers, and yeah, they're all in. Got them lined up with the mark that I left on it, so hopefully that's the right direction. I think it is. There's not much movement on that. Yeah, these are going to be good when they're in. But yeah, I'm just going to fire them in because I'm running out of time. Plus also I need to do a wheel alignment as well, so that's already into tomorrow now. Alright, I've got everything in loosely. It's not tight. Basically, to get these back in, start off with this back one here, the bush that you've changed. Make sure it goes in straight, because I put it in at an angle and it still went in, but obviously I couldn't get the bolt for it. So put that in nice and straight. Get the back bush over there, the normal kind of bush in. I just kind of hit it with a hammer, just doot till it was nice. Then put your anti-roll bar bush back in, the one that goes in between the control arm and the actual drop link itself. I haven't got the lower one on. And then slot your ball joint in. Basically, once you got everything in, I'm going to tighten up the ball joint, I'm going to tighten up the anti-roll bar link, but you realistically, on a flat bit of ground, you want to tighten up these two bushes whilst it's on the ground. Rubber bushes, they set at a certain point and then they twist, whereas poly bushes, they just twist everywhere. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do, because it's quite hard with obviously being a lowered car, is I'm going to get everything kind of relatively tight. I'm going to get the jack, put the wheel on, jack the wheel up to where it kind of sits normally in the arch, and then I'm just going to tighten them in there, because there's no way I'm getting underneath this car with it being that low. Alright, that is both wheels back on the Yaris. It's getting dark, as you can tell, and from a hoodie Brad, that is the end of the video. Basically now you have to go get a wheel alignment or do a wheel alignment yourself. I'm definitely not going to tell you how to do that because I struggle with my own ones. So, but yeah, so I got to do a wheel alignment on this, and I think that was it. But yeah, no. So just remember, jack up the wheels and then like put the car on level ground, then tighten up those bolts for the back two bushes. If you can't do that, put the wheel on, jack it up so that the wheel's in the arch, that bolt where it sits normally, then you can tighten up those bushes. But apart from that, it's not too bad. Pretty easy, especially if you're just going to be firing new control arms in. I've just been very, very bad at time management, so yeah. There's the car. Need to angle down a bit more. But yeah, from me and the SR, good luck and goodbye. Hey, whoa. So, on the standard Yarises, the control arm bolt sizes are M12s, whereas on the T-Sports, they are M14s, should I say. So yeah, be sure when you're buying arms for your car that they are actually going to be T-Sport arms if you've got a T-Sport, or they're going to be standard arms if you've got a standard one, because that does make a difference, the bolts being different. And also, something I just didn't show in the video because it just, yeah, I completely forgot to, but the rear control arm bush bolt actually has a nut on the top of it on the subframe that is loose. It's free, it's not like welded in or anything, so yeah, you're gonna have to get a spanner on top of that to then tighten it on the bottom as well. But yeah, that's it. Anyways, thank you for watching and goodbye.